So here I wanted to talk about my journey to the African American Museum. So you could see in this clip, it's the outside, and honestly, the outside of the building is very beautiful, and it describes like really how big it is inside. And when I first went inside the building, I went straight to the fourth floor. There is a lot of floors within this building, and there's a lot to see in this building, which is really nice. Here's the art exhibit area. And here is a sculpture of Harriet Tubman and all the slaves she was helping escape slavery. And here's some other image and artwork from other artists during this time period, which is really nice. I really want to emphasize this floor, which is the Black American arts, music, dance, and contemporary fashion and textiles and design and artists area and awards. And honestly, this area in part was my favorite because there's so much to see and honestly so much to learn. And I thought it was just really cool to see everything and see all of the inspiring people and all their beautiful creations and innovations they have made, like this cartoon Fat Albert. I used to watch that show when I was a child. I want to emphasize this area too because I really enjoyed being in this room, and I love the presence and energy that was portrayed in this room. All the beautiful artists and vocal talents like opera singers, musical talent like instruments, band, rap, pop, jazz, like all of these famous creators and artists that created the best songs out there to this day, and all of their artwork and like things they use to create the songs, like their instruments, their beautiful stage outfits. Like, honestly, it was really cool just to be in this room, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I got to see Michael Jackson's, stage clothing, got to see Prince, got to see Whitney Houston's outfit. Like, it was just really phenomenal. Like, oh my gosh, these outfits are so stunning. Like, look at that. I think that's Whitney Houston right there. I think next to it is, I think, Prince. Oh, and my favorite part was this alien spaceship that was used for a music video, and I thought it was super cool prop and design. Like, come on, look at that. It's an alien spaceship right there. Other part of my favorite section, and this is honestly all on the same floor, which is just the fourth floor, you guys. Like, this is still on the fourth floor. Like, I'm still on the fourth floor. That's how big and wide this area and this museum is. Here is famous Black American theater performers, actors and actress, directors, playwrights, and it goes into like Broadway, play stores, you know, comedians, talk show hosts, famous TV shows like, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's honestly a really great place to see and a really great place to be at. Like, here, famous Black American comedic and their awards, you know, just a really cool place. And me myself, who was a theater major back in my high school days, I really was astounded by all of this beautiful, like, sewing kit right there. They use makeup kits they used back in the days. Look at the beautiful costume designs. Like, look at that. Look at that playbill. Look at that little playbill they used to give back in the days to watch plays. It's just really cool to be surrounded by all this theater and performance and playwright and film. It's just really, really nice to be in that presence. Now, this is the third floor, and this is very famous Black American athletes and sportsmanship. So here is some sports, and this floor is also very, very big and very, very wide. There's a lot to see. They talk about the different movements and the different time periods throughout different types of creation that Black American people created, such as a bed frame, or those who were nurses or midwives back in the days. It was a lot of history and education in this section, which was really, really great to look at and learn and see all this history that has happened in the American history. And not only that, but most of this history was not that long ago, so it wasn't that far along.
Here, I wanted to mention that I'm still on the third floor, but in these next couple clips, I'll be on the second floor, and there wasn't really much to record on the second floor because it was more interactive sitting area where you get to sit down and like kind of relax, and you know, it was mostly for little children to do interactive things with the digital options. And my favorite part would have to be the food on the lower level, and the food was really, really good. I highly recommend people to go there. I had some chicken and cornbread and mac and cheese, which was really, really good. I wanted to mention that the lower level, you had to wait like a 15-minute line, and the lower level had multiple lower level floors in this exposition, and there was a lot to see in the lower level. I highly recommend, if you want to visit this building, to go for 2 days, because the majority of the time I spent my first couple hours, 2-3 hours upstairs, just exploring upstairs, and I did not realize that the lower level basement exposition had even more sub-levels inside this building. So it was just really, really huge, and I highly recommend to go to this building within 2 days, because there's so much to see and so much to learn that you cannot stay for a day. So starting off on the first lower level, we start through the African American slave trade, and we go through the experience and learn about what it was like for slaves to be shipped to the Americas. And it was a lot to take in, a lot to learn, and I'm just seeing all of the stuff and the artifacts they had can be very emotional.
Next, we are going up towards the Declaration of Independence, and where the civil rights and the civil rights movements were happening. You'll see a lot of different artifacts, and we are on the second level. We just got done with the lower level. There is a lot to see in here, and like I said before, it's very, 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 very big in this building. Like, you do not need 1 day, you need at least 2 days to really explore and like comprehend and take in all of this educational material. as you get up the floors, it gets more positive. That's what I've heard from other people when they talked about going through this exposition, that the higher the floors, the more relevant and kind of positive that is happening within African American history. And it was really nice to see everything and just experience everything. It's really, honestly, really, really huge. Like, there's so much. One exposition I did not have time to go see was the Emmett Till Memorial, and even if I were to go see it, I am not allowed to record or take any footage in the Emmett Till Memorial. There was also a really huge line for the Emmett Till Memorial, so I could not go because I had literally 30 minutes to go through the whole lower level exposition. So, yeah. In the end, I just want to say I highly recommend the African American Museum, and I also highly recommend for you to spend at least 2 days in this museum because of how big and how much information and artifacts are in this building and all the different types of interactive material. Because of how big it is, I did not have time to play with any of the interactive technological areas because I was too busy trying to look at the other stuff, and I did not have enough time before the Badger bus left me. Actually, it wasn't a Badger bus, it was just a big bus. And yeah, this is President Obama's area. He gets his own dedicated area. And yeah, in this next clip, you will see the presidential security, Secret Service driving President Biden at the time.